So as we continue to monitor the Chris Paul to Miami trade, we obviously understand Miami was very much interested in Russell Westbrook. They sent over offers, not as interested in Chris Paul. But again, the Miami Heat have a lot of interest in trading. This is Pat Riley's idea of turning this thing around. He's had trouble of getting a star in Miami. Remember a few years ago, Kevin Durant, when he was free after OKC, the Heat thought that they had a chance to sign Kevin Durant and a couple other free agents. They've missed. They got Jimmy Butler, but outside of Jimmy B, they've missed a lot. And this is South Beach. This is the same team 9 years ago that was able to land LeBron James and Chris Bosh. So Miami has huge expectations. We are now officially in the post-Dwayne Wade era, and the Heat need to sell tickets. Them fans show up late as hell to them basketball games. Pat Riley needs to sell some tickets. So he wants to do that with stars. And he really was interested in Russell Westbrook and mildly interested in Chris Paul, but won't throw away his roster to get Chris Paul. So let's talk about the guys that Miami is actually interested in. The guy of their dreams who they really want to pair alongside Jimmy Butler is Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal gives you 25 and 5 and 5 a night. He is phenomenal. I like Bradley Beal when John Wall is not around. I actually like Bradley Beal, the point guard. Not bad at all to me. Not bad at all. Not too shabby. Though I think this dude is one of the period shooters we got in the league out of Florida. Let me make myself clear. I like Bradley Beal, the point guard, Bradley Beal, the two. I like Bradley Beal, the person. Yo, I'm just a big fan of Bradley Beal. All right? My thing with the Heat is, how will they find a way to bring Bradley Beal over? Right? That's a big question mark. Bradley Beal is a free agent, not the upcoming summer, but the summer after that, 2021, where guys like Kawhi Leonard, LeBron could be free, Giannis could be free, Paul George could be free again. So Bradley Beal has still a couple years left on his deal. The Wizards would obviously love to sign Bradley Beal to a Supermax extension if he qualifies. My gut tells me Bradley Beal strikes me as one of those Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, too loyal to the organization guys. I wouldn't doubt if Bradley Beal signed on with the Wizards. I don't think he's smart, but I wouldn't doubt it, right? Especially if they can make the playoffs. Miami wants Bradley Beal. How desperate would the Heat be to get Bradley Beal? Because Washington is in a load of trouble. John Wall only played in 32 games last year. He injured his heel, then messed around and injured his Achilles. So he's out. He missed, the bulk of last year. He's going to miss all of 2019, 2020, right? He's going to miss the entire next year. And it becomes a conversation of how bad do the Washington Wizards want to get rid of John Wall? You got to throw some collateral to that John Wall contract. And honest to God, true, the Washington Wizards just don't have a lot of talent within their organization right now. So they got to make a team. If the Wizards want to get out of the salary holes that they're in, they got to make a team want to take on John Wall's contract, a guy that's not playing right now. What's the incentivization? I think that's a word. I could be wrong. It sounded good. To take back John Wall's contract, which I believe is the worst deal in the NBA right now. Dude can make over $45 million in the last year of his deal. I think he's the worst contract in the NBA. I think Chris Paul's a close second. And Russ is somewhere in that top 5. John Wall, the worst contract in the NBA, because he ain't playing at all. And I'm going to be honest, I watched the NBA Player Awards. Man, John Wall was high out of his mind. Matter of fact, I got a source that tells me John Wall is not in the best state right now. A source. This is my source. Right? So, with all that being said, the Heat have said they're willing to take on John Wall and Bradley Beal's contracts, right, in one trade. They'd be willing to soak on John Wall's deal, obviously trading back whatever the Wizards would like. Obviously, whatever the Heat gave up, it would be shorter deals. I'm sure the Heat wouldn't mind giving up for Bam if they got Bradley Beal. And they think highly of Bam, right? So I think that's the scenario. The Heat have made it clear, if you guys were willing to give us Bradley Beal tomorrow, damn Chris Paul, we take John Wall's contract in as well. We'll make it work financially. We take on whatever right? Whatever it took to bring Bradley Beal back to Florida. That's a big deal. That's how bad Miami wants Bradley Beal in their possession. Would you go through those lengths to acquire Bradley Beal? Y'all let me know in the comment box below. Would you acquire John Wall if it meant you could get an all-star, healthy all-star in Bradley Beal? Scorer, all that great stuff. Clutch, great shooter. In today's game, how bad do you want Bradley Beal? Would you take on John Wall's contract to do it? The Miami Heat reportedly would do so. What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comment box below. I'm out.
I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids.
You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.